Taurus, born April 20th to May 20th, what can you expect for the month of November 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So I just see you entering November. I've got a side ache. I just see you working hard, like digging yourself out of a hole. Now that could be anything, that it's a hole that you created, that you put your foot in your mouth and said something you shouldn't have, or that you loaned money to somebody and now you're having to, work harder, or there's some sort of debt, right? Or indebtedness that you're feeling, and an exhaustion with it. It could be even a health issue. It could even be that you're just tired of running from your emotions, about some fear that you have about a relationship or a loss that you've experienced. But it does feel like it's a holdover from that intense new moon in Scorpio that happened October 27th. And I do feel like there was some prize energy around that, the first couple of days of November up into November 10th, right? So it's just this energy of like, right, just having to do so much. So we can slow down, relax, and there's some, we have a Mercury retrograde energy October 31st to November 20th. Now with retrogrades, there's sudden changes, there's sudden unexpected things that pop up, good and bad. So, but it generally is a time when things slow down. It's generally when it's a time of like being able to go in and be able to get more information and more understanding. So it's a time when we're supposed to redo, reawaken, reconstruct, right? So generally things slow down during a retrograde. But with Taurus, and as much as you like to work, who knows? It could see you having more overtime and the schedule being erratic and a little crazy, and and people not showing up because communications are an issue, and it's creating more havoc for you. So there could be that too. So just know it's a little bit of an intensity, a lot of miscommunication in the month, but overall, like the sun is shining. Like I feel good feelings. I feel happy. There's a relief. I definitely feel some relief here. And there is some restoration, restorative energy that's coming in. So even if you're working a lot, there is restoration happening for you, so you can get mind, body, and spirit reconnected and refueled. All right, let's move into communication. Well, not so much communication, but maybe, let's see. But it's around your commitment, your connection, for those of you that are in a committed relationship. So those of you that are in a long-term relationship, a couple years or more, let's see what's in store for you for the month of November for you, Taurus. I just see you guys working together, supporting each other, happy, in the trenches together, really taking care of each other. So your partner is right there for you. I see it like back to back, meaning you've got each other's back, right? And when you don't, there may be a time when that partner can't be there for you. You still feel the connection. So it does feel like this really solid, I've got you energy and powerful energy. It feels more like as opposed to it feels like a deep love. It feels like a deep love and deep happiness and just tender moments, truthful moments, wonderful conversation, deep understanding. So I feel like there's some really connectedness that's there for you. But I also feel you want to be careful. This is not really the time where you want to go, all right, let's sit down and have a serious conversation. Because of the retrograde energy, I wouldn't do that unless you're in therapy together, unless something's happened and you're in therapy and you're putting things back together and there's a third party there so that they can, did you hear what they said? Did you hear what they said? Kind of energy, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't try and have those intense face-to-face. I would table it because it's likely to get misconstrued. I would table that until the end of the month. There's a new moon in Sagittarius, November 26th. So that latter part of the month is a great, free, flowing, lovely energy. And I think that's the energy that I was feeling, that's more around the deep heart, deep connections, and deep honesty and real love and sincerity that you get. But in the beginning, it's more in the trenches together, supporting each other. Okay, so for those of you that are single, you Tauruses, let's see what's in store for you for the month. I just see you party to party, roaming, having fun, connecting with people, making eyes across the room at people, really a magnetic, like you're just feeling very magnetic. So I feel like you're pulling people into your orbit that you're interested in. You've got a magnetism and you've got a wit and a humor this month that other people are able to see. It's fun. It's easy. And also see people coming from your past in to have fun and to celebrate with. So it's just it's a fun, good time for you. The most likely time for you to have a new committed relationship would be somebody that arrives after the November 26th, right? So somebody new. But unless they're from the past and you meet them earlier during that retrograde period, then it could be them as well. But I do feel like growing more roots in a relationship, if you want it, after that November 26th. Okay, let's look at money and career for you, Taurus. I see you paying out, but not paying. I see it more like in gifts and donations and people asking you for money for help. It may be also that you're making a down payment on furniture or equipment for your business, or buying something for that you've already bought, but you're making payments on, right? And being able to, and it could even be that you've just got money in and you're paying off some things. That's all really good to do during a retrograde period. I wouldn't recommend buying anything new until that new moon in Sagittarius on the 26th, or, a couple days before is fine, but not until that retrograde ends, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, till it kind of stabilizes. Then, whatever. Do whatever you want. But I feel like you've got money coming in that you're paying out, right? And I do feel like you already have money coming in recycling. So there's money coming in for you already. I'm not seeing so much new money streams, but I'm seeing enough money that you're able to handle things that you want to handle. All right, let's look at your career for Taurus. Some of you may be reading about yourself this month. You may be seeing your name in print. You may be, it could even be that you've written a book and you're getting a book deal on it this month. It could be that you're getting royalties from something. But I do feel like your career, whether it's some sort of media or publishing or connection with media and publishing, might happen for you this month. So I do see things in print for you and an opportunity for you to make a name for yourself, right? So make a name for yourself in your career can also happen. So that picture can also just mean that you're making a name for yourself and people around you are noticing and your higher ups are noticing you this month and what you're doing as being unique or valuable or impressive. So good. All right, so let's look at health for Taurus, for your health for this month. So I want you to take care of your back. I want you to take care of your spine this month. Those of you maybe check bones are coming in. So maybe you need to double check if you, anything for osteoporosis or your bone health, your spine health, chiropractic needs, right? Just keeping the body moving and in the flow, stretching. If you're older, there's Feldenkrais, I think it's called Feldenkrais, is slight movements of stretching that work to keep spine health. Yoga is good, but it's just coming in as taking care of being flexible in life, taking care of yourself, taking care of your especially your spinal cord, right? So anything that leads you to be more flexible and taking care of that health for yourself is good. Let's see if there's any surprises for Taurus this month. Yeah, I feel like there's surprise compliments that come into you, whether it's a boss that's acknowledging you or you getting nominated or voted. This it has to do with your career. So I feel like there is a surprise in your career, an advancement, or again, you being selected as something special or being written up. But I see like higher ups acknowledging you, and that's a surprise for you. So it could even come from outside of your career, where industry standards or somebody selecting you, or it could even be not about your career and that there's just somebody new showing up in your, not new showing up in your life, but somebody unexpected praising you. Like, wow, I never thought my mother-in-law would say that, right? Like that kind of stuff. Or, you know, a friend that you've always admired, and then suddenly you're at a party and they're saying all these amazing things about you that you didn't even know that, you know, maybe you didn't even know them that well. And they have this whole beautiful slant on you and how amazing you are. And you actually get to hear it this month. So that's a beautiful surprise waiting for you, an acknowledgement, an endorsement of who you are and kind of the person you are. So it's really beautiful and it's unexpected. All right, Taurus. Also want to tell you about a program that I'm relaunching, my Get Dialed In program. You can go to my website, peggyrometo.com. Check it out, sign up for it. If it hasn't relaunched yet, it will be launching again, and I want you to be part of it. I firmly believe and know that everybody has intuition, just like a singing voice, and I want to help you to be able to learn to dial into it anytime, anywhere, under any conditions, because it's very simple to hone in on and to be able to use. And you're already using it. You may not know how to turn it on, though, and to stay in the flow of that. And to do that, I also have a free practice, the Peggy's Playground, that you're able to join, and you're able to connect with me on a free basis to be able to experience your gifts and to be able to understand how intuition works with you and to support you. So I hope you'll go to my website, peggyrometo.com, and check out the Get Dialed In program. All right, guys, lots of love to you. And happy Thanksgiving to you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and your family, and a beautiful month overall. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos and commenting below, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.